Now let's take a look at the graphical user interface. We can close this pop-up window that opens when you start SimulationX. It gives you some quick shortcuts to various things that might be helpful, but for our training purposes, we don't need this. The graphical user interface of SimulationX consists of different parts. Up here in the top left, we have the quick access menu, followed by the file menu. On the left-hand side is the library bar with collections of different elements that you can use for building your models. The top here are the ribbons, the start ribbon, a modeling ribbon, simulation ribbon, post-processing, code export, view, and scripting. This view is the diagram view. There's also text views and 3D views that we'll see in a minute. The Help Center is found up here at the top right. You can find documentation and e-learning resources. And on the right-hand side are various panels such as a components panel, result windows, a search panel, filter and navigation, 3D scene explorer, and so on. The results bar and parameters bar are typically at the bottom, and the output bar is at the very bottom of the screen. Almost all parts of the graphical user interface can be rearranged using drag and drop. So for instance, I can grab this parameters bar and simply drag it somewhere else where I'd like to have it, or lock it back into a particular position. If you unpin a bar, that will minimize it, hiding it from the view. If I want it back, it'll be back down here in the bottom left. I'm going to minimize both the parameters bar as well as the results bar to have a larger diagram view. Closed bars or windows can also be reopened using the view ribbon. So if you haven't just minimized them, but if you've closed it completely, you'll be able to reopen that using this ribbon here at the top on the view. New model views can be opened by right-clicking on the model tab and selecting the desired view. Now, we still have a blank model, but we can take a look at this in the text view. So we'll take a look here, new text view. We can see what's in there so far. And the windows can also be split by creating a new tab group. So if I click on the second tab, I can create a new vertical tab group and see the diagram view and text view updating at the same time. This becomes more interesting once we're working with 3D models and we can see both the diagram view as well as the 3D animation view in the same window. Model views can also be dragged to an independent window, for instance on a different monitor, just by dragging and dropping the tab that they're on. And just drag it outside of the diagram area in order to separate that into a separate window. We're going to start off by taking a look at the sample browser. So the sample browser is available here under File, Samples. And it's going to show us 29 samples that are available within the Express Edition. If you're using the full Professional Edition, either within a purchased license or within a trial license, you'll have access to a full 600 different samples that are available within SimulationX 2026. For now, I'm going to go back to the main window and just show you, in case you do happen to lose it, where you can find that welcome screen again. If you're looking for those links to tutorials, documentation, and so on, you always have access to that here through this SimulationX welcome screen, and that will pop up. You can take a tour of SimulationX, you can work through the tutorials. Most of these require a trial license, work through the e-learning, or connect directly to the samples again through this link. Let's use this link now to open a sample model and to run it. So we'll open this. Let's take a look at this hydraulic cylinder drive. So we're going to press the button Open in SimulationX. And the model will open in the background. So to simulate this model, we're going to press this Start Simulation button, and we'll be able to see the global symbolic analysis take place pretty quickly down here, and then our initial results within this window. And we see both the setting for the displacement of the piston or of this mass attached to the piston, as well as the actual reaction of the piston based off of the hydraulic system and control system in blue.